Okay, so welcome to Electric Elevation. Today we have our special guest of the House of Adamant. His name is Stefan, and he is the owner and founder of the clothing brand. How are you doing today?
Great. Thank you for
Good.
having me.
Thank you. So let's start off with you telling me a little bit about your brand and a little bit about yourself.
So, by myself, let's start with me and then we'll go into the brand.
Okay.
So, I came here about 10 years ago. I'm originally from Romania.
Okay.
Started working with my dad and my family company. We do stone countertops. I always knew I wanted to be in business and an entrepreneur. I just never knew where to start. Kind of working with my dad and seeing how businesses run gave me a little bit of perspective on that type of process. Eventually, he told me to go find a job because I needed to understand what it is to work like on a corporate level and see how that word is. Did that for about a year. It was painful. It was very painful. Got my experience though, saw what it was like. After a year, I got out and I started my own business, House of Adamant clothing brand. We specialize initially. We started House of Adamant because we really wanted to promote different social and environmental conflicts that are happening around the world. We started into formal wear, suits, blazer, and that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the talent to find the right manufacturers, basically, that can put the products together at a good price as well. So I had to adjust into building a streetwear brand more than anything. Started with some shirts, with some crop tops for women. And for the past 3 years, that's basically what we've been focusing on as a brand, is developing the business side of things and making sure that the product that we make sell fast. Because in the past, I've made products, ordered 100 or 200 of them, but because I didn't have the right business plan, so to say, put in place, got stuck with the inventory. So this is basically where we're at right now. We're trying to promote ourselves as the upcoming brand of Detroit.
Okay. So when you have want to design, do you, before you decide on the quantity you want to order, have manufactured, do you post it first, like a picture, to see what kind of response you're going to get from it, or you just order a few, see how it goes? How does that work?
So usually the process, in my company, there's two other partners. One of them is my brother and one of them is my best friend.
Okay.
Both of them have their own expertise. Like each one of them has an area to take care of. I'm more of the creative type, the designer type behind all our items that we put together. I'm the one that designs the logos and the artwork behind all the shirts or items that we produce. I don't usually show it to people. I just go based on something that I like, because at the end of the day, I've built the brand and the business based on the concept of creating items that make the individual stand out, right? And we also try to apply whatever, like I said, the first collection is called wildlife. So we're trying to represent animals. And so I'm trying to apply that theme to the products.
Okay.
And basically, when I go into the manufacturing process, find a couple of manufacturers, depending, because I've worked with manufacturers all the way from China to California to New York. So at this point, I've developed a network. I kind of reach out to all of them, give them my design, tell them what I basically want, what fabrics, and kind of the price range that I have available, and they'll let me know if they can do it or not.
And I'm sure you find that some manufacturers, their the quality of the materials and different stuff are better than others, as well as their turnaround time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, it's probably one of the most aspects when you start into the fashion business in the industry. You have to understand how to talk to the manufacturers, because there's a lot lost in translation and communication, especially if it's done through email. I always prefer having a face-to-face meeting if it's possible through the phone, so I can explain them detailed exactly what I expect from them creating samples or making a full-on production.
Okay. Have you ever ran into an experience when the merchandise was delivered, it wasn't what you expected, and then you had to send it back?
I've run into that experience. I kind of didn't have the possibility where I had to send it back. So I
Okay.
kind of had to work with what I had when it arrived. Couldn't work with the manufacturer again because of the quality that they provided,
Mhm.
but I did have that. You live and you learn.
Right.
You know.
And how many years has the clothing line been up and running?
Now we're going on. This is our 4th year in business.
Okay. 4 year. So why don't you give a little bit of advice for someone who is just now starting a clothing line?
Well, the truth be told, with me, I actually had a friend that reached out to me last week about this exact conversation. He's
Mhm.
trying to get started. For one, you just gotta have the courage to start. Understand that there will be a lot of crossroads. There's as much as you think you know now. There's a lot more that you gotta learn and figure it out. You need to understand. You need to know your numbers ahead of you trying to promote your brand and make sales. You need to understand that if you're gonna make 50 shirts, how much does it cost to make those 50 shirts, and how fast can you sell them to make that money back and be able to produce again. So understanding your numbers very well, understanding your marketing plan very well. Are you doing to grow your brand from a numbers perspective, as far as bringing audience to your Instagram or Facebook page, or are you trying to promote to make sales, actual sales? Because it's a total different conversation about the way you market those two. So, in my opinion, if I was to give an advice, make sure that you try to answer as many questions as you can about the business and how you plan on succeeding. From a numbers perspective to marketing to manufacturing, you need to really know and understand also the timeline, because there's manufacturers that will get it done in 2 weeks for you, and there's
Mhm.
manufacturers that will get it in a month and a half. Or and also keep in mind that some of them might delay the process as well. That's also part of the process. So again, just start and understand that it is a time consuming process. It will require sacrifice, but if you love what you do, it shouldn't be a problem.
You got to put in the work.
100%.
Now, when you first started, were you only selling off social media, or you always had a website, or you got the website later?
So, well, I had to start. The website is kind of essential, especially nowadays. You
Mhm.
really have to have a website. But I'm a big believer in social media. I don't. I know there's a lot of people that were still promoting in magazines and newspapers, and still try to go that route. But the truth is, younger generation now, they're on the phone 24/7. So
Mhm.
that's and just the buying behavior is slowly starting to change from that physical aspect of when you used to go into the store, feel the fabric and touch and try on. It's more and more coming. Why would I need to go over there when I can just go on Amazon and buy it right away, right? So you do need to be kind of present, have a presence in both those areas, and really, make actually apply the most effort in those areas, building a good website and making sure that you have a presence online as well.
And then you should also have a certain budget that you're willing to spend too, as well,
Well,
correct?
you need to know the numbers
The
that you have
numbers, yeah.
available, because I've fallen into the trap where I've invested $20,000 without even understanding what that $20,000 did for me, right?
Right,
So like this is why you go back to what I said, know your numbers.
right.
If you're gonna invest 1,000, 10,000, whatever the number may be, what is it coming back to you, right?
Right.
If you're gonna make 50 shirts and those 50 shirts cost you $500,
You want to at least make 1,000, at least
you
double.
you know exactly. So
Right.
you need to be aware of those numbers.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay. So you have an upcoming event. Why don't you tell us about the event that's upcoming?
August 30th, it is House of Adamant, Wild Vibes. I'm really excited about it. It's kind of like our summer ending sale where we try to get rid of all the products that we have. We have some amazing crop tops for women. We have hats. We have amazing shirts for men as well. All one of them I'm wearing right now. Dope art behind it. We're gonna have performers. We're gonna have, of course, a DJ that will be playing the entire event. We're gonna have street artists that will actually perform street art, and hopefully at the end we're gonna get one of those art pieces and offer it as an auction. We're really trying to put that together.
Okay.
Food vendors are gonna be available. Alcohol is gonna be available. Of course, you must be 21 in order to drink. But I expect it to be a wonderful event from 6 to 10. Basically, is the networking part where we're trying to build relationships and get the community together to, get their name out and just overall create business opportunities for all the vendors that will be available and artists that will be performing. I'm trying to bring everybody within the Detroit area together in that time period. And then from 10 to 2 o'clock, the performers will come out. It will be an experience that you want to see. Beautiful music, good times, and yeah.
Can people purchase tickets at the door, or do all the tickets have to be purchased in advance?
No, the tickets, you can buy tickets at the door.
Okay.
You can have tickets at the door. If you want to go online, eventbrite.com.
Okay.
House of Adamant, Wild Vibes. You can find it. It's August 30th, so you will see the tickets over there. The tickets are $10.
Okay, and that's real reasonable.
Yep. For the experience, I'm telling you, $10 with opportunities. You might get some perks. We're gonna give away something. Plus the artists that will be performing. It's incredible music. You really want to hear it from all sides: hip hop, R&B, rap. It's good stuff.
Okay, and why don't you give us your social media tags and your website?
So the website is House of Adamant. For those of you who don't know how to spell Adamant, Adamant. I know it's not the easiest of names, but I love it. If you look it up in the dictionary, it will make sense to you when you see the definition with the brand. So houseofadamant.com, and on social media it's at House of Adamant, and you will find us very easily. Just remember this logo right here.
Remember his logo.
The logo. That's all you need to know.
Okay, and Electric Elevation Clothing brand will be in the house as well, along with my pastry business, Kim Stacy Treasure. So come and check everybody out. It's going to be a great event. A lot of people from the city are coming out. Artists are coming out. So it's going to be a networking experience, and you'll be able to get your dance on too and drink. So come on out, check them out, and we look forward to seeing you.
We definitely do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Peace.